Guys, please confirm to me. All of you read my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Is my voice is clear to all of you guys? Please confirm to me. Right, sir. And have you seen the yesterday's class video? Have you checked it? Any of you? Where I think I got a problem at the MySQL database there. So after the class, I said to you, just you can leave. Then I want to continue this installation process there. Then yesterday it was completed. Just only I changed that version of the MySQL database. 8.0.33 version I downloaded and I executed. But actually what I have done there, 8.0.31 that I have downloaded, that I have executed. There we got the respective output. That means I installed successfully. Right. Anyway, if you have any doubt on it, in yesterday video that I recorded, that installation process for MySQL database I installed, that recorded there, just please check that video so that we are able to get clarity if you want to check with that. Okay, now leave this one. All right, so then after this, after understanding this content, so how to open this MySQL database and how to perform database operations with the MySQL database. Now here we are going to check this content. All right, so now all right, sir. Now how to prepare SQL queries with Oracle database we have seen. Am I right? How to prepare SQL queries with Oracle database that we understood. Am I right? Right, sir. Next one is after this. All right, sir. So next one is after completion of this, I need to show that same database operations or SQL queries with what there with the MySQL database. After installation of the MySQL database, all of you observe this clearly. If you want to open MySQL database through command line client, there we have an option, or else in the search bar at bottom in the search bar, type MySQL. That's enough. Automatically here we are able to get what there, MySQL 8.0 command line client. Just click on it. When you click on this, automatically the command prompt is going to be open. Right, we can increase it. There we can provide here password. Given username is root. By default it has taken there. Password is what there, root. Given that. Now try to use this username and password here. That's okay, fine. Now we entered into the MySQL. In MySQL, some conventions are different, which are not the same as like what there Oracle. We are going to see all this content clearly. All of you understand this point clearly, no? All right, sir. Now observe carefully. In the case of this MySQL, what we are going to do now, for every project, a separate database we are creating. For every project, a separate database here we are creating. Understand it clearly now. What exactly the database, for every database in a sense, what is this actually? So for example, bank application I'm creating. With respect to the bank application, a bank project, with respect to the bank project, I'm able to create hundreds of tables. I required maybe what there, hundreds of tables. But all these hundreds of tables I have to create a database or not? To create these hundreds of tables in the database now, there we have to use what there, a particular database. So for a particular bank project, a separate database, bank database, that's it. For example, I'm preparing one insurance application. For that insurance application also, I need to create so many tables and schemas or maybe something else now. The total database stuff here we have to create. So the total with respect to this insurance application, we are going to provide tables and schemas and everything in a separate database. A separate database we have to create in our MySQL. Like this 10 projects if I'm creating, 10 databases here we have to create. Each and every database is going to store, is going to maintain that respective project tables and schemas and all we are able to get. That is the intention of like what there, this particular one. All right, like this, first of all, we have to check how many databases are available in our MySQL. What databases are available by default? I want to check it. For that purpose, there is a query. That query is what there? Show databases. What is this query there? Show databases. Click on enter button. By default, these many databases are existed. All these databases are totally default databases. So far, I have not created any of my database. No, these many databases are existed. All these are what there? Predefined databases. Got or not? Okay, fine. Along with these, I want to create my own database. I want to provide what there? My own database. If we want to create our own database, what we have to do there? Create database. I want to create Durga DB. Yes, sir. I want to create what there? Durga DB. Create a database Durga DB. I want to create it. Observe carefully. Now here, query is okay. One row affected here. Whether it is created or not, I want to check it. Show databases again. Now there we have to get like what there? Durga DB is created or not? Okay, database is created. For all my JDBC project, for all my classes, no purpose, no, I want to use only what there? Durga DB only. Understand my point? But actual concept is what there? For every project, we have to create a separate database. Why? Because with respect to a particular project, hundreds of tables, hundreds of schemas we have to create. So for all these, we need to create a separate database. How to create the database? No, this is a process. Just create a database name that we have to create. Database is created. Okay, fine. Now we have to use this database or not? If I want to create a table in my Durga DB, first I have to be enter inside the Durga DB or not? Come on guys, I must enter into what there? Durga DB. So for that purpose, what we have to do there? Use Durga DB. What's the command we have to use there? Use Durga DB. Use Durga DB is for what purpose there? To enter inside the Durga DB. Open it. Now database changed. Now we are in which database there? No, Durga DB. Assume it. Not assume. No. Already we are in what there? Durga DB. Inside this Durga DB, I want to see what exactly the tables are available. How many tables are available? I want to check it. Show tables. What we have to do there? Show tables. If we do this, what we are getting, sir? Have you seen any table here? No, so far no table is existed. Empty set here we are getting or not? Here we are getting what there? Empty set now. Okay, fine. Now I want to create a table in this particular Durga DB. So further purpose, now observe carefully. Create a table. Same table, EMP1. Here I want to create. There we need to prepare the columns. Create a table EMP1. What is the table name? EMP1. There I want to create columns. What columns here I want to create there? ENO. In the case of Oracle, what data type we have used there? Number type we have used. But in case of MySQL, we have to use what there? Int. MySQL database is somewhat close to the Java programming language. The data types or all these conventions are somewhat close to what there? Java. Why? Why MySQL database conventions are somewhat close to Java? Why? Initially, both Java and MySQL both are provided by Sun Microsystems. Both the products came from what there? Sun Microsystems initially. That's why a little bit relationship is existed here. All right, sir. Int of I need to provide some size here. Then after that, here we have to provide like what there? Primary key. What we provided here? Primary key, comma. Then what next one here? We have to understand no e name. Right. In the case of array key, what database here? What data type we have to provide there? Varchar 2, something else. But now I need to provide what there? Char of 10 that we have to provide. Char of 10. Next one is like what there? ESAL. Float. Directly we can use the float. Float of 5 we can use. Comma. EADDR. Char of 10 here we have to provide. That's enough. Now here I completed my required content here. Now try to observe carefully. Now here that what we completed here, char we provided here. After this char, now just I char of 10 I provided. Now here semicolon. Up to char is available here at the end. Next part is available there at the starting point of the next line. Then semicolon I provided. Click on enter button. Right, sir? Query is okay. 0 rows are affected. One warning. Forget about warning here. Now to think about these warnings here. Now here, what we have to do there? When we create a table now, then immediately we have to perform what there? Commit. Everywhere in any type of database now, whenever we are performing database operations, immediately we have to perform what there? Commit. Now I want to get description of this particular one. Description EMP1. Now here we are getting the description or not? Now check this description here now. ENO int, ename char, ECL float, EADDR some char of 10. Right, sir? Then values here we are getting there. This is a description about like what there? Our content. That's okay, fine. I want to see the data inside this particular table. Select a star from EMP1. Select a star from EMP1. What data here we are getting there? Empty set here we are getting. Now I want to insert data into the database table. I want to insert data into the database table. To insert data into the database table, then what we have to do there? Insert into EMP1. Values of 111 comma. Now here that string data I want to provide, we can use single quotation, but in the case of MySQL the flexibility is what? Either we can use single quotations or we can use what there? Double quotations. For representing string data, either we can use single quotations or we can use what there? Double quotations. But if you want to use single quotation, ending should be single quotation. If you want to use double quotation, ending should be what there? Double quotation. But at open is a single quotation, ending is double quotation in the sense not possible. Understand my point clearly? So now here, now next one is like what there? 5000. Now here I want to provide some ADV is a value. Here I can use what there? Double quotations, no problem. To represent the string data, either we can use single quotations or we can use what there? Double quotations. Now query okay, one row is affected here. Similarly, I want to insert so many. Now here I want to provide 222. Next one is like what there? BBB. Then after this 6000. All right, sir. I divide here. I want to provide. That's okay. Another query, another record is inserted here. Now next one is what there? 333. Now here we want to provide CCC 7000. That's okay. Next one is after this last record here. I want to provide 444. Next one is like what there? DDD. Then after this 8000 like this. 4 records I provided here. Commit operation here we have to perform. Right, sir. Commit is also be completed. Now I want to check whether this data is inserted or not. I want to check whether this data is inserted or not. Then what we have to do there? Select star from what next one? EMP1. Now see this one. All the data is available here in the form of a tabular representation here. We are getting the total data. That's clear? All of you are getting it or not? Okay, fine. Now my requirement is what? I want to update the data which is available in the database table. To update the data which is available in the database table, then what we have to do now? Same query, update EMP1, set ESAL is equal to ESAL plus 500, where ESAL less than 10,000 for example. Update EMP1, set ESAL is equal to ESAL plus 500, where ESAL less than 10,000. Click on enter button. Query is okay, 4 rows are affected, rows matched for, changed for, warning 0. Giving some status value, now try to understand it. Now previous salaries are what there? 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. Now here what we are going to get now? Some odd value, 5,500, 6,500 like this here we are able to get. Now here we have to use select a star from EMP1. Just I want to see the data where we are getting our content here. 5,500, 6,500, 7,500, 8,500 like this here we are getting. That's okay, fine. I want to delete all the records from the database table. To delete these records from database table, there we can use what there? Delete from EMP1. If I click on enter button, all records are going to be deleted. but delete from EMP1 where E cell less than 10,000. Where E cell less than 10,000 that we are providing there. Click on enter button. Query is okay. 4 rows are affected. Query is okay. 4 rows are affected. Now what next one here? Select a star from EMP1. All records are deleted or not? And before this, whenever records are deleted, I must perform what there? Commit operation. Then after this, select a star from here. What we have to do there? EMP1. Empty set here we are getting. Next one is I want to drop the table. Table I created here. I want to drop the table. So here what we have to know? Drop a table. What is the table name here? No EMP1. That's it. Alright, query is okay. 0 rows are affected here. No commit operation. I want to check it like what there. Show tables. Previously we got one table. Now here we are getting what there? Empty set here we are getting. That's okay, fine. Now here I want to drop this database also. Whatever the database I created, I want to drop it. Drop a database, not a table. Drop a database. What is the database name here? No, Durga DB. Just I want to drop it. Commit here we can perform there. Now there we can see like what there. Show databases. Show databases here. What we are getting there? The total database is not available. Durga DB. So all of you are getting it or not? So what exactly the content here I provided there about this MySQL? All the concepts here we are going to see now. MySQL database operations. Right, sir? Just I created the total content here, whatever the content is existed here, everything I provided here. That means, of course, all of you might be aware about so all the content here. All of you aware about this, all the content here. But anyway, as per my responsibility, one time I'm giving the clarity on each and every content here. So finally, both the databases are getting ready in my system or not. So databases I installed clearly. Tell me what exactly the steps here we are doing, sir. Now tell me. We are discussing about like what there steps to prepare first JDB's application. In the steps, what we completed now tell me. Download and install. What there? What we completed? Oracle and MySQL. Both the databases here we completed. Right, so now this is what exactly the process here we completed. Then what next one here? Download and install Java software, Java 7 and Java 17. I think you're not required to do this step. Yes, sir. Already completed core Java. At least you are doing core Java. That's why you're attending advanced Java. In core Java itself, we have to understand it. Okay, do one thing. Still, if you have any doubt on this content, no. Installation of Java software. Maybe on Monday onwards at 4 p.m., 4 to 5 o'clock, I'm going to take the same content here. Steps to prepare first Java program. Then I'm going to start how to install Java software, what setups here we have to provide. The topics I'm going to discuss there. Try to attend for it if you require that. Okay. Otherwise, anyway, it's not required here now. But now I want to go with what there, this particular one. Right. As of now, I have not used Eclipse IDE in our classes. No. So I want to prepare this. I want to use this. Now at present, initially I want to use what there Eclipse. Later I'm going to show with what there IntelliJ IDEA. First of all, let me go with what there Eclipse IDE. Right. So anyway, then in the document I'm not going to show the step-by-step approach of this installation and all these things. No. But now I'm telling to you like what there, how to download and how to use Eclipse IDE in our content that I want to show now. Of course, in the video we can check this what I'm going to do there. But now directly I want to go with what there downloading and installation of the Eclipse IDE. One time, if I show this, then it's going to be completed now. Already in my system I had that Eclipse IDE. Right, so now let me remove that existed Eclipse IDE. I want to download it, newer one. I think so. Then I'm not having that newer Eclipse IDE. Now let me download it. From your classes onwards, I'm going to use newer content. Okay. Right, sir. The total Eclipse IDE I removed here. Let me download that newer one. As again I'm telling there, all these steps are only one time only. Once if I started programming part here, every day we are going to understand the content here. Right, so now here, those who are not having awareness on this Eclipse IDE, now try to understand it. So go to that Google there where we can use what there Eclipse IDE downloads. eclipse.org. What's the website name there? Eclipse.org. Right, sir. Right click on new tab. There we are able to see this. No, their website they changed it clearly. Previously it is not available like this. Right, sir. Eclipse Foundation, they changed their website totally. No, okay, fine. Okay, good. Nice. And then what they are given then? Okay, fine. All right, sir. Anyway, then it's available, but anyway, here we are getting like what are the download options available. If you go there, I'll move on to what their downloads get. Then first time I'm seeing this newer website there. Then if you want to get it, no, say observe carefully. More if you get there, then what we are getting now, download. Products download. We are able to get it. Let me check it. What is going to be happen here if I click on this? Yeah, you'll come to the download content here. What is existed here? Get Eclipse IDE 2023-03. Yes, sir. Got it or not? All of you. What I'm telling to you. Say for example, either we can go for more where we can click on download, or else leave this one directly here. We are getting what there download. Directly we can use that link. Understand it? If you click on it, there automatically it will go to what the download page. Download Eclipse technology, that is right for you. That's okay. All right, sir. Observe carefully. Get Eclipse ID 2023-03. Again, here we are having download button or not? No response, guys. Recognize this. We are able to get Eclipse IDE in two ways. One is through the installer, setup a file, installer. Second one is directly installed folders, distribution, direct distribution. I want to get direct distribution. I don't require installer. If I go with the installer, no, I have to install that Eclipse. It may take some time. Something is going to be created on my desktop. No, I don't want to use that. I want to go with what there directly packages. Packages in the sense what there installed folder. Here we are able to get zip file. We are able to get. I'm going to extract that zip file. That's enough. Here automatically I'm able to get it. Now for that purpose, what I'm going to do now, if we click on this download, automatically what we are able to get now, there we are able to get like what there we are able to get download button in the sense installer I'm able to get, but I don't require that installer. So I need to click on what there download packages option is available here. What is that option now? Download packages. Click on this download packages here. Right, sir. Download packages. No, there we are able to get all the downloads. Now observe carefully. Eclipse IDE for Java developers. This is only for giving core Java support, not advanced Java support. That means up to JDBC it is okay. But server applications, server-side applications, if you want to prepare, web services applications, if you want to prepare, then we are unable to get it. Understand my point here? So because of that reason, to get support for enterprise applications, no, there we have to go with what there Eclipse IDE for what there enterprise Java and web developers. Enterprise Java and web developers. This is we require here. Again, I'm telling them most of the people are trying to download this. They're trying to search for server-side environment. Not available. Up to JDBC is okay. But if you want to go with the server-side environment, there here we have to use this. Understand it clearly? Tools for developers working with Java and web applications, including a Java IDE, tools for JavaScript, TypeScript, Java server pages, faces, ML, Markdown, web services, JPA, data tools, Maven, Gradle, Git, and more. So this is we require what we are getting now. All right, so now here we are getting operating system specification or not? There we are getting like what there operating system specifications here. Understand it clearly. All right, sir. Now here, what is my operating system actually? Windows here. So here we have to click on this particular link. If we click on this particular link, now here we are getting like what the download button. Now mirror in the sense we are able to say this. Nearest location is better. In a speed manner, we are able to download it. Okay, no problem. We can go for it. Just we can click on what there download button here. If we click on this download button here, automatically Eclipse IDE is going to be downloaded. 518 MB is available here, zip file. Now just wait up to the time here. It's going to be downloaded here, total content. Now meanwhile, Eclipse is providing all the softwares with the free of cost now. Now they are expecting what their donations. Right, sir? Fine. As per your requirement, you can donate. You're laughing, sir. Maybe. I think so. Nobody will go for donations, no? By default, they selected some amount also. Okay. Anyway, as a freeware, it's giving very good support for the Java developers. Of course, they are going to get very good donations throughout the world, right? But definitely, as per our requirement, if you want to use it more, definitely we can donate it. Previously, I contributed actually. Previously, I think so. Maybe 1.5 years back, I think so. I given some donations there. Okay, leave it. Not required here. So now here, this we have to get. When it is completed there, then we are able to use it. I think so. This is a newer version, guys. Observe carefully now. This is in what there 2023-03. Eclipse is providing, Eclipse Foundations is providing Eclipse IDE with the version name is what there year and month. On the base of the year and month only that versions are released. Previously we have some other versions there. Some different names are available. Helios, Indigo, like what there, Mars, or maybe like different version names are available. But at present it is not like this. Directly with the year and month name they are releasing that Eclipse IDE. That's it. Then wait few minutes of time, let it complete now. Once it is completed, then we are going to see the content. Have installed databases, all of you know? Both Oracle and MySQL, both the databases have we completed? MySQL. Already in the last record, we can observe that their MySQL installation I have done it. Right, so now try to check that, then try to install. If it is possible, try to have both. In the case, if any one is possible, we can install it immediately for the sake of programming. If both are not possible to install, no, format your C drive, then start it. Definitely will get it. That only the option. Right, sir. Now, observe carefully. It is completed here. Show in folders. Now here it is available. Let me copy this. E drive. Then I want to go with what their softwares. Inside the softwares, there I have to go with what there. Right, sir. In IDs and Eclipse is available. 2022 IDs are only available with me now. I didn't have anything like what there. 2023. Now it is existed here. Now here, let me copy this. Directly I want to keep this under C drive. Directly I want to paste it under C drive. All right, all of you observe carefully. Zip file I downloaded. No, what I want to do there, just I paste that copy into the C drive. Right click on it, click on extract here. Automatically the zip file is going to be extracted. There we are able to get Eclipse as a folder. Eclipse folder we are able to get. Eclipse folder there we are able to get. At bottom and now it is created there. If refresh it, automatically it will come to the topmost position. Am I audible, guys? Am I audible? Are you getting my voice on screen now? Guys, now please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen now? Am I audible? Now it's okay. Fine, nice. All right, sir. So now observe carefully. So just what whenever we open this ABB01, there we are getting SRC and library. Java 17 library here we are getting. Now here we are getting what there SRC. All right, sir. Now here, what's my requirement now? Whenever we are getting SRC, there we have to provide, we have to create like what there classes, main class and everything we have to create there. Now okay, let me create a package and class now. Right click on SRC, new, I want to create a package. What package I want to create now for the sake of my application there? Directly, I want to create like what there, com.durgasoft.app01.test. My package name is what there, test. Just I want to implement what there, test case. Click on finish button. Package is created. Inside this package, I want to create my test class. Right click on this, new a Java class. Right click on this, new Java class. When I provide this Java class here, there what we are getting, class name is what there, tester. Test is a class name. Then here, main method is required or not? In very first application, I want to select this main method. Select main method, click on finish button. Then automatically that main class is created clearly. What class is created? You know, main class is created. Right, sir. Observe carefully. The font size is very less. So I want to increase this font size. If you want to increase font size, Control plus. What you have to click there? Control plus. Automatically, font is going to be increased. Control plus. Depends on our requirement. How much you want to provide, we can provide this. All right, sir. Now here, there we can type our program. Now my requirement is just I want to display some welcome message. To provide this welcome message now, system.out.println I have to write. Am I right or not? But system.out.println is a frequently used statement. So there is a shortcut for us to use the system.out.println. That shortcut is like what there? Sysout. Sysout. Actually sysout no. There still we are able to use what there? Sysout. When you use this sys1 control space, sys1 control space, if we click there, automatically it able to provide what there? System.out.println. There we can write our information. What information here? Welcome to, say for example here what there? Durga Software Solutions here I want to provide. For example, welcome to Durga Software Solutions. That's okay. Now I want to execute this program. If we want to execute this program here, no need to go for any other commands, no need to go for any other thing. Just simple, very simple. Observe carefully. Eclipse side is providing auto compilation. While typing the program, automatically compilation is going on internal. Say for example, I removed semicolon here. Control S I saved it. Then immediately I got a red color mark here. If we move that file pointer over there, it is providing some information. What is that information it is giving there? No syntax error. Insert semicolon to complete a block statement. Like this here we are getting a message. So here we have to provide like what there? Semicolon here we have to provide where no error is coming. Now here I want to execute it. To execute this, just open this tester.java. There we can see run button directly. There we can see what button here? No, run button directly. Click on this run button. If we click on this run button, automatically console is open here. In that console there we are able to see like what there directly. Welcome to Durga Software Solutions. Directly we are able to get output here. That's okay, fine. Next one is I want to provide another message here. Sysout. There we are able to get like what there? Welcome to Java Eclipse. Like this here I want to provide. Welcome to Java Eclipse. Alright, so now here again here we have to execute this. If we run it directly here we are able to get the required outputs clearly. So any number of times we can execute this, there we are able to get output immediately. So this is clearly the point here what we provided now. So got or not? So this is a way to execute our applications. So finally here we got our ID also, Eclipse ID here we are getting, so that we can prepare our applications and we are able to execute our applications effectively. Yes, sir, got it or not? Right, so now this part is completed here. Whenever I required in the actual real time, real application development, when I'm going to start there I'm going to open it again now. That's it. Right, sir. Now this is completed here. Now leave this one. Eclipse IDE is also be completed in our content. Got it or not? Next one, after completion of this, observe carefully. Next one is what? After understanding this, now see this one. What next one here? After completion of this IDE part now we need to prepare JDBC program or not? Now here we have to prepare our JDBC logic or not? This is our required content. Now try to understand it now. All right, sir. In Eclipse IDE, after creating Java project, we have to provide, after getting Java project, we have to provide JDBC code. JDBC code. Right. What JDBC code here we have to create? All of you understand it clearly. To prepare JDBC application, we have to use the following steps. All right, sir. Now tell me, already you are aware about these steps, no? Now tell me what exactly the steps here we require, no? What is the first step here? Now tell me. Come on, what is the first step now? We have to remember these steps. They are important now. What is the first one? Load and register driver. What is the step number one now? Load and register driver. What is the second one here? Now tell me. Second one is what there? Establish connection between Java application and database. That's okay, fine. Next one is third step is what there? Create either statement or prepared statement or callable statement. Right, sir. As per the requirement, of course. Next one is what there? Write and execute SQL queries. Then after this, fifth one is what there? Close the resources. These are overall steps here we have to follow. Now our requirement is what there? We have to understand one by one clearly. All the steps here we have to understand. Now we need to recognize them clearly. Right, sir. Now let's come for this step number one. Load and register the driver. Step number one is what there? Load and register the driver. Right. Observe carefully. You know already one point. Driver is an interface provided by, come on, driver is an interface provided by Sun Microsystems and implementation class are provided by database vendors. Okay, good. Driver is an interface provided by Sun Microsystems and its implementation class are provided by database vendors. Where database vendors have provided their implementation classes? Where all the database vendors have provided their implementation classes? All the database vendors have provided their implementation classes in the respective database products or not? In the respective database products or not? Observe carefully. So if I use Oracle database, in Oracle database the driver class is existed. In Oracle database driver implementation classes existed. If I use MySQL database now, in the installed one MySQL database there the driver class is existed. Am I right or not? So the point is what? If we want to load the driver class, if we want to load driver class byte code to the memory, first we have to make available the driver class to the JDBC program. The driver class is not available inside the JDBC program directly. Driver class is available in the database software. So first of all, we have to make available the driver class to the JDBC program. Sir, all of you getting my point or not? But how we are able to make available the driver class to the JDBC program? How it is possible to make available driver class to the JDBC program? If we observe this, right, simply we have to set class path environment variable to the respective driver class. Simply what we have to do there? Class path environment variable to the location where driver class is existed. Sir, all of you get my point now? All right, sir. Observe carefully. To load and register driver in JDBC application, to load and register driver in JDBC applications, first we have to make available driver class. We have to make available driver class to the JDBC application. For this, we have to set class path environment variable to the location where driver class exists. At which location the driver class is available, to that location we have to set like what there, class path environment variable. Right, sir. Okay, now example here I am telling there. Now try to recognize this. For example, if I use Oracle database, my driver class is available in OJDBC11.jar file, which is available in the Oracle database. Everybody understand this clearly, where it is available now? In a C drive. Inside the C drive, Oracle 21XE, already we installed it or not? Installed it. There what we are getting there, DB home. Inside this we have to search for what there, JDBC, last one, JDBC. Inside the JDBC lib, inside this lib, OJDBC11.jar file is available. Well or not? What is available here? OJDBC11.jar file. Now let me copy this location here. Slash what we required here, OJDBC11.jar file. Now let me copy this location. Control C. I copied this. Then where? What I am going to use there? Set class path is equal to this location. That's enough. Alright, sir. Now this is in the case of like what there, Oracle database. Yes, sir. Got it or not? In the case of like what there, Oracle database, this one here we have to do. Set class path is equal to C Oracle 21XE DB home XE slash JDBC lib OJDBC11.jar file. But for example, if I use MySQL database, if I use what there, MySQL database. Alright, sir. Now here I'm giving clarity now. For Oracle database, this is a scenario. Next one is what there, for MySQL database. What we have to do there, set class path. Set class path is equal to. Now we must go to the location where MySQL database is installed. Now check it now, C drive. Inside the C drive, observe carefully, program files x86. Available or not? Program files x86. Now inside this what we are having there, MySQL. Inside this MySQL, connector J, connector Java, connector J. There we are getting MySQL connector J, 0.8.0.33. That is existed here. Now here, what we have to do there now? Just we have to copy this slash MySQL connector J. Like this here, we are able to get the content here. Now let me copy this. Now here, I want to provide here. Now try to observe this clearly. Okay, now anyway, in the next line here we are getting it. Now try to recognize this point clearly. Is it all of you are getting it or not? So why we require this particular step now? In general, driver is an interface provided by Sun Microsystems in Java, and its implementation classes are provided by all the database vendors in their database products. If you want to load and register the driver, first we require the driver class in JDBC program. To make available driver class to the JDBC program, there we have to set class path environment variable. For that purpose here we have to use what there, set a class path is equal to, then what we are able to provide there, C Oracle 21XE DB home, alright, DB home XE JDBC lib OJDBC11.jar file in the case of Oracle database. In the case of MySQL database, no, the total location here we have given there. Set a class path is equal to C:/ program files x86 MySQL connector J 8.0 MySQL connector J -8.0.33.jar file. That we are getting clear. Of course, that version name may be anything here, but finally we required MySQL -connector -j. Then version may be anything, no issues there. We can get it clearly. This is what exactly the point here we have done. Got it or not? This is first point here we have to understand. Next one is what there. Apart from this, I'm asking one question to all of you. Now try to answer for this question now. Tell me guys. Driver is an interface provided by Sun Microsystems. After that, Sun Microsystems has given an intimation to all the database vendors to provide their own implementation classes. Got it or not? But unfortunately, all the database vendors have requested to the Sun Microsystems. We are ready to provide our own implementations, but we don't know what to provide and how to provide. No, please provide one model implementation. Then Sun Microsystems has provided one model implementation. What was that model implementation there? Come on, what was that model implementation? Type 1 driver. That model implementation is what there? Type 1 driver. Are you getting it or not? Type 1 driver. Right, sir. What is the type 1 driver class actually? Sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc ODBC driver. Now tell me, this sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc ODBC driver was provided by Sun Microsystems in the same Java software. Sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc ODBC driver was provided by Sun Microsystems in the same Java software. Get my point or not? So if we are using type 1 driver in our JDBC applications, it's not required to set class path environment variable like this. If you are using type 1 driver in our JDBC applications, no, it's not required to set class path environment variable like this. Why, sir? Why it is not required to set class path environment variable like this? No. Here, what is the point here? Why? Because type 1 driver was provided by Sun Microsystems in the same Java software. So not required to set class path environment variable. In which way we are having Java library in our Java applications? In which way we are getting exception class from Java library? In which way we are getting array list class from Java library? In the same way, JDBC, ODBC driver class we are able to get from the Java library. Yes, sir. Are you getting it or not? Clearly no. So because of that reason, the point here what I am telling to you, in JDBC applications, if we use type 1 driver, then it is not required to set a class path environment variable. It is not required to set a class path environment variable. If we use what there in JDBC applications, if we use type 1 driver, then it is not required to set a class path environment variable. Why? Because type 1 driver class was provided by Sun Microsystems in the same Java software. In the same Java software along with the predefined library. So it is not required to set class path environment variable in the case of type 1 driver. It is not required to set the class path environment variable. Okay. Right, sir. Now this is completed clearly now. Okay, fine. Whatever it may be, whether it is a type 1 driver or type 4 driver, whatever it may be, either from the Java software or from like whatever through class path environment variable, that doesn't matter. Whatever it may be, but finally driver class is available for us. So we have to load the driver class to the memory or not. After making availability of driver class to us, either through Java software or through like what there, some other like what there through class path environment variable, whatever it may be. But first of all, here we have to make available. We have to we have to load the driver class bytecode to the memory or not. We have to load the driver class bytecode to the memory or not. Right? Exactly. In this particular scenario, in this particular context, to load in JDBC applications, to load driver class bytecode to the memory, to load driver class bytecode to the memory, we have to use the following method. We have to use the following method: java.lang.class. What is this method here? We are able to use there public static class for name string driver class name throws class not found exception. That's enough. This is the method here we have to use. Tell me, sir, what method here we are using there? No, public static class for name string driver class name throws class not found exception. Now this is the value here we are getting. Example code here I'm telling there. Now try to understand this clearly. Example 1, class dot for name of, in the case of type 1 driver, I'm typing like what there, sun dot jdbc dot odbc dot jdbc odbc driver. That's it. Another example here I'm telling to you, observe carefully. Class dot for name method. This is for like what the Oracle driver, Oracle dot jdbc dot Oracle driver. Which driver we want to use, that driver related load class we have to load. Answer my point here. Next one is, another one is like what there, class dot for name method, class dot for name of, class dot for name of. Now here, if you are using MySQL, what we are do there, com dot mysql dot cj dot jdbc dot driver, cj dot jdbc dot driver. Like this here we are able to use. Sir, all of you are getting it or not? Right, sir. And one more point, observe carefully before explaining about this content here. One more point. In JDBC applications, if we use type 1 driver, then it is not required to set class path environment variable. Why? Because type 1 driver class was provided by Sun Microsystems in the same Java software along with the Java predefined library. Along with the Java predefined library. That's okay, fine. But next one more point here I'm telling to you, observe carefully. What is that one more point here? Alright, sir. If you want to use type 1 driver in JDBC applications, if you want to use type 1 driver in JDBC applications, then we have to configure. Now tell me guys, JDBC, that means type 1 driver is dependent on the ODBC driver or not? The Microsoft product ODBC driver or not? So now I'm telling you, if you want to use type 1 driver in JDBC applications, then we have to configure the Microsoft product, the Microsoft product ODBC driver in our system, in our computer. Then how, sir, how we are able to configure this Microsoft product ODBC driver? No, observe carefully, all of you know. After installation of Oracle software only, we have to do this. After installation of MySQL database only, we have to do this particular content. Now I'm going to provide the step by step. Now try to understand clearly. Points wise, I'm telling you, now try to understand it now. First of all, open control panel. What do you have to open, sir? Control panel. Okay. All right, sir. Now open control panel. Next one, after this, in control panel, go with the system and security, not uninstall program. Just we must go with what there, system and security. Right, sir. Then what second one here? We have to observe this clearly. Select system and security. Okay. Third one here I'm telling to you. In system and security, go with administrative tools. Last one. What is that last one here? Administrative tools. Administrative tools. Right, sir. After this administrative tools, if we click on it, administrative tools now, just observe carefully here. We are getting some content here. ODBC data sources 32-bit, ODBC data sources 64-bit. Now I need to select with what there, ODBC data sources 64-bit. My operating system is what there, 64-bit operating system there. Double click on it. Right, sir. Now select ODBC data sources 64-bit. Right, sir. Now double click on ODBC data sources 64-bit. ODBC data sources 64-bit. Right, sir. Now that we are getting clearly 64-bit. Select ODBC data sources 64-bit. That's okay. Double click on it. When we double click on it, I think previously I created this as per the previous one. It is existed here. That's why no need to think about it. This I want to remove. This also be created. I want to remove this. Yeah, that's okay, fine. We are able to get it now. That select what there? User DSN. By default, what we have to select there? User DSN. Select what there? User DSN. After selecting user DSN, click on add button. Click on add button. Click on add button. Right, sir. After clicking on add button, then what next one here? Observe carefully. Your cases are available. If your case is Oracle database, if your case is what there? Oracle database, what you have to select there? Select the Oracle in or a DB21 home one. Yes, sir. What we have to select there? Oracle in or a DB21 home one. Let me check it. If we use Oracle database, then use the following steps. What steps here we have to use there? From here, right, sir. Now observe carefully. Right, then what we have to select there? Select Oracle in or a DB21 home one. Right, sir. Now select ARA 21 DB. 1 minute. What is that name here? Oracle in ARA DB21. Oracle. Or a DB or a DB21 home one. Home one. Alright, sir. Then after this, what we required here, now check this one. If we select it, click on what button here? Finish button. If I click on finish button, click on finish button and provide the following details. What details here we are able to provide there? Observe carefully. Data source name, only one thing, only data source name. Don't go for any other content here. Just we have to provide like what there? Data source name. I think it changed. Previously it is not existed like this. The pattern is changed. Okay, no problem. Provided data source name. Right, sir. Now here, data source name. What is the data source name here? We are going to provide there. Just I want to provide with my name. Understand my point here? This is Oracle DSN with my name here. I want to provide. Click on what button here? OK button. Click on OK button. There we can see this. With my name, Oracle in Aura DB21 home one, we are getting it. Then what we are able to get there? Data source name. With my name I created here. But you can use your own name. Understand my point clearly? Next one is what there? After this, no. Click on OK button. Click on OK button. Now it is completed. After clicking on this OK button, then what next one here now? Again click on OK button. Understand my point here? Again click on OK button that we can use there. Click on OK button, then remaining content here. Finish. It's going to be completed here. Now it will be like what there at 8th step. Click on OK button. This is one point here. Okay, now before this, then what I am providing there, if it is Oracle database, these many steps here we have to do. Okay, fine. Next one is, for example, 9th one. If we use MySQL database, for the sake of type 1 driver, this setup is required. But if we use MySQL database, Then use the following steps. What steps here we have to use there? Observe carefully. Up to what step it is common here? No. Observe care. Up to add button is common. Am I right or not? All right, so now here we have to check for it. All right, sir. User DSN add button. This is common. Now here, what we have to select there? No. Observe carefully. MySQL ODBC 8.0 Unicode driver. Of course, either of the thing here we can select, no problem. But Unicode is somewhat related with Java that I want to select. Select MySQL ODBC 8.0 Unicode driver. Now here we have to provide like what there? Select MySQL. Select MySQL 8.0 Unicode driver. Select MySQL ODBC 8.0. Select MySQL ODBC 8.0. MySQL ODBC 8.0 Unicode driver. Okay. All right. Next one is for this. Click on finish button. Click on finish button. After clicking on finish button, there we have to provide what their data source name. Data source name here we have to provide. Data source name, connector ODBC, it's okay. Data source name, username, password here we have to provide. Now here data source name here I need to provide what their Durga. Observe carefully. Click on finish button. Click on the finish button and provide the following details. What details here we have to provide there? Observe carefully. First one. What is this first one here? Data source name. Here we have to provide. What is this data source name? Just I want to provide Durga in my example. Okay. Now for this Durga. Alright, sir. Description is not required. Anyway, port is 3306. This is a default port number. User here we have to specify root. Password is also be like what there root. Database I'm going to create like what there DurgaDB. Sir, got it or not? Of course, if it is not existed, it may not be possible. So before going to click on it, show databases not available, right? Create a database DurgaDB. Okay, now commit operation. Better to maintain that. Right, sir. Now let me create it. DurgaDB. What details here we have to provide there? No. Next one is what their data source name is Durga. Then user, root, password, root, database name, DurgaDB. Right, so now let me have these details now. Right, so everything is okay. Click on what button here? OK button. Click on OK button. There we can see Durga. Right, sir. Now here, what we have to provide there? Click on OK button. Next one is like what there? Click on OK button. Click on the OK button. Right, sir. So now this is what exactly the work here we are able to do with respect to this one. Right, so now it is completed here finally. But both the DSN names here we created. That means now we can use type 1 driver with Oracle database. We can use type 1 driver with what there MySQL database. In both the cases, I provided our configuration. Understand clearly what I am telling to you now. But the condition is what there. Condition is what there. No type of point is what there. If you want to use type 1 driver in our JDB's application, we have to use Java 7 version only. Not possible to use what there other versions. We have to use only what there Java 7 version. That's it. So up to this, what we completed here, just DSN configurations here I provided. After that, internal flows here I have to discuss there. Okay. Now I will discuss about this remaining part in the next class. When we are going to have the next class? No, Monday. Directly the next class will be on Monday. No class on tomorrow for advanced Java. We can come on Monday. Monday we are going to take the content here, right? That's all, guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yes, Ravi, how to know databases? No. Yeah, then Oracle 19C, I think so we are able to get ODBC 8 jar file or ODBC 9 jar file we are able to get. Size with it. Yeah, some other lower versions there that we can use there anyway. ODBC 8, OJDBC 8 or OJDBC 9 it is available so that we can use it. Okay, we can use the same thing. No problem. Yeah, OJDBC, not ODBC, OJDBC 8 dot jar. We can use that. Okay. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.